Great morning, Great Valley. My name is Vivian Bellman, and welcome to today's show. First up, we have a segment written by our own producer, Sarah Lou, and now for the segment.
Hi guys, I'm Lou, and I'm here to talk to you guys about Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. So most of us know that May is when we recognize Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and usually I spend this time talking about an important Asian figure or issues that pertain to the Asian American and Pacific Islander community or history from around the 20th century onwards, but today I want to talk more about the history of this month in and of itself, as well as the history of Asian people who have lived in what we now know as the United States of America. Fun fact, some of the earliest records of Eastern Asian people coming to America date all the way back to the 16th century when Filipinos landed in California on Spanish ships in 1587. In 1778, the first Chinese people would reach Hawaii. Long story short, we've been here for a very long time, just as long as anybody else. Now enter the concept of Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month in the 1970s, which was initially introduced by a congressional staffer named Jeannie Ju. She first approached Representative Frank Horton with the idea of designating a month to recognize Asian Pacific Americans following the bicentennial. In June of 1977, Representatives Horton and Norman Y. Mineta introduced a United States House of Representatives resolution to proclaim the first 10 days of May as Asian Pacific Heritage Week. This idea for an Asian American Heritage Week was finally officiated by George H.W. Bush in 1990 when he signed the bill coining the first 10 days of May as Asian American Heritage Week. But eventually it was designated as Asian Pacific American Heritage Month 2 years later in 1992. So, the more you know. Long story short is that America has a much richer history than what we're taught in the books. And I highly implore you guys to check out a little bit more about the topics that I just mentioned, and I'd love to talk about them more in depth in the future, but we'll see where that goes. As always, you are valid, you are loved, and you are so worthy. Have a great day, Great Valley. See y'all around.
Next in line is a segment produced by our own Connor Payne. Connor Payne wrote a little bit on our astrological signs. Take it away, Connor.
Great morning, Great Valley. Today I wanted to give you all a little bit of information about upcoming astrological events in the next few months. This year is riddled with fantastic displays of supermoons and eclipses, and here are just a few of them. On May 11th, there will be a new moon. This is good because there will be absolutely no moonlight visible in the sky, so it will be a perfect stargazing night. The next is a lunar eclipse, which will appear on May 26th. The moon will appear a blood red color as it passes through the Earth's shadow. And finally, an annual solar eclipse will pass over on June 10th. This is when the moon will cover the sun and leave a bright, glistening yellow ring that loops around the darkened moon. Those are just a few of many astrological events soon to come. For more information on these events, you can go to seasky.org, and have a great day, Great Valley.
Next up is a segment on our Tuesday night boys varsity baseball team. We scored 9 runs in the second inning and won with a whopping 13-0 game. A special good job to Keenan Metrick, our senior pitcher who struck out 3 batters, earning his 3rd win of the season. Thursday night, our Patriots baseball team beat Sun Valley to 14-7. A special good job to Mason Signardic, who got his first career home run, and Andrew Birchler, who got on bases 3 times and followed with 3 base steals, and Narayanan, who pitched and struck out 4 batters. Great job to our boys varsity baseball team.